Hey, what's up? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving vacation, or even if you had to work on it. I feel sorry for you. I've had to work Black Friday before. It sucks. So, anyways, I took the week off because I just wanted to, and now I'm behind so many videos. So I'm gonna try to do back-to-back videos, and I have a crap load of notes because I can't possibly remember everything that happened in every show. Oh, and on top of it, I'm extremely ADHD, so if I don't have notes, everything's going to be here, 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 and you won't be able to follow me, and you'll be like, what the hell is wrong with that lead? So, anyways, I want to talk about Houston Beauty first. And this episode is called Queen Zarella and a Whole Lot of Shade, which is a perfect name for this episode because there was a lot of shade. And I finally found out what that evil chick's name was. It's Jessica. She's that hateful chick that she kind of has hair like mine, or the way my hair used to look when I was in middle school, when I was still using a vent brush to destroy my curls. That's what she looked like. She got up and she wet her hair and used a vent brush and then put some LA looks on it like I used to in 7th grade. But she's grown and she goes to hair school, so there's no excuse for that. What else was I gonna say? Speaking of that, I know I'm having a bad hair day right now. Bad hair week, actually, because my hair likes to be real ignorant and do whatever the hell it wants to do, and it's a damn lie. Everything about it is a lie. It it wants to look like it's thick. It's not thick. It's full. It's fluffy. It's not thick. If I sat there and braided it, you see how skinny this braid would be? Which is why I tend not to wear it straight because it'll look real thin. Then on top of it, and no matter how long I grow it, it always sits up here. Unless I do something to stretch it, it could be damn near waist length and it's still boing back up to here. Actually, I should showed it back when I said damn near. Look at this. Ridiculous. But it's gonna pop back up, and I'm not gonna sit there and blow dry it every day, because then I'll have fried up looking hair, and that's no good either. So I can't win. Anyways, even with my hair looking this bad, I still wouldn't go to that hair school. Now, what was I noticed this girl. I never get her name. She's a girl. She looks like Queensley kind of, but she's not Queensley, and I keep focusing on her because of her eyebrows. And there is a difference between shaping your eyebrows and not shaping, that's the not right word. There's a difference between highlighting your eyebrows and outlining them, and her eyebrows were so outlined, all I see on her face is just these eyebrows, and then on top of it they're a little too big and they're too close together. And I don't know why women keep having this problem, because I noticed last year on the Bad Girls Club there was a bunch of women that were doing the same thing. And I can understand filling in your eyebrows, because I have to do that. I'm lucky because my eyebrows, they automatically arch. I don't have to reshape them. That's just the way they're shaped. They've been shaped like that since I was a baby. It's funny. I got toddler pictures with my eyebrows already arched. But I do have to fill it in a little bit so that they look better. But the thing about it is that her eyebrows, it was like a light, I don't know, concealer or something, outlined all the way around it. So all you saw was this really heavy, light outline of the eyebrows. And then, like I said, they're too close together. And she might be following that whole nose rule, which doesn't work for everybody. They always say that your eyebrows are supposed to line up with your nose. But that doesn't always work, especially if you have a round nose like me. Because if I line my eyebrows up with my nose, you see how far apart they'd be? But the thing is, this is where they naturally end. I didn't add anything to move them closer. That's where they start. And I think that it's the right place because they actually line up with your eyes, how far apart your eyes are. I think that's a more accurate guide than just the nose thing. But anyways, there was some more shit talking I didn't pay attention to. Then Mia went to visit Queensley, and Queensley had this sidewalk chalk pink lipstick on that I can't tolerate. And I noticed Mia had really nice eyeshadow, which she usually does, except for in some of her talking heads, her eyeshadow doesn't look that great. But on a day-to-day basis at school, her eyeshadow looked really nice. I also noticed Mia's butt pads, which they've been bothering me since the first episode, and I think it's because they might be up too high, because I don't know, with women, when with our shape, most of the time, our even if we have what they call a hijack booty, the hips don't sit as high. So it's, I don't know, there's something about it, it's in the wrong place. And she needs to lower it or something so it looks a little bit more natural. What else? Queensley tries to call the school to try to figure out what her status is, and she gets hung up on. And all I saw was her eyelashes again, because all these girls keep buying the wrong type of false eyelashes. There's different types, all different types of false eyelashes, and the type they're getting are more for stage. And the reason why they're for stage is their thickness and their a length that is designed for people to be able to see you on stage 50 feet back or 6 or 7 rows back. It's not, those are not made for you to just wear every day to go to hair school, or in the case of people in Orlando, to work at KFC or checkout counter at the grocery store, because, you know, you got to be glamorous. Glamorous to do those jobs. Anyways, I kept on looking at those eyelashes, and they reminded me of that Muppet, the one that always looks like her eyes are closed, and you just see these big lashes, and she has stringy blonde hair, and she talks like a hippie. She'll be like for Shirley, man. I don't know what. Wait, I do remember. Her name was Janice. That Muppet named Janice. That's what those eyelashes look like. And also, there was a show on Nickelodeon when I was a kid. It was called Today's Special. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a show. It was called Today's Special, and it was about this mannequin that either when he took his hat off, he came alive, or when he put his hat on, he came alive. Something to do with his hat would make him come alive. And one of the characters on the show was this little mouse, and she had these big eyelashes like that, and that's what those remind me of, the little mouse with those eyelashes. What else happened? Mia's taking calls again, and everybody's all concerned she might be being a hooker again. And I don't know why she keeps taking these calls in front of everybody. Why doesn't she just go in the bathroom and take her calls so everybody's not in her business? Not saying that she should escort, but why do it all out in the open and then act shocked when people react to it? Maybe she just, I don't know. Maybe the what do you call it, producers told her to do that. Then, as the show goes on, I'm looking at all the instructors' hair and their wigs, and wondering how the hell are they hairdressing instructors, and they all look a hot damn mess. Even the wig, like, they don't even have what I would consider specialty wigs. Like, if you're a hairstylist, or at least some of the hairstylists that I knew would make their own wigs. They knew how to make their own wigs, and they looked really great. The wigs that these ladies are wearing look like the ones that come out of those catalogs that sell the walkers and the orthopedic shoes. That the wigs have names like Shirley. That's what their wigs look like. And they probably are. I mean, they are older women, but I don't know. Then Neil is saying something, and I can't pay attention to him because his affectation is just too much. It's like he's putting on for the cameras too much. It's what I would consider gay cooning. That's what he's doing. It's like it doesn't come off as genuine. It comes off as, well, I'm a gay guy and I want to, live up to the stereotype. And it just comes off as very insincere. Queensley finally comes back to school and everyone gets quiet like 7th graders. And then she goes to talk to Miss J. And I can't remember what they were talking about because Queensley had on one of those expandable and shrinking shirts. You know, the ones that you go to the flea market and it's like a shirt, it's like this big and it's all crinkled, but when you put it on it stretches to your size. I was looking at that thinking, I was just shocked, that's all. I didn't think those were still in style. Or maybe in Texas. Oh, the other reason why I couldn't pay attention in that scene, those dolls in the background. Miss J had these dolls in the background, they're little black dolls with the wide eyes, and they like rag dolls, and they were like those little racist dolls. And I had to look up the name for it because I knew there was a name for them. They're called gollywogs, and I was wondering why the hell does she have gollywogs in the background? That's just very weird to me. What else? They're talking about Queensley's attitude again, and I don't see what the problem is. Like, they're acting like she has the worst attitude, and I don't really see a bad attitude with her. I see a bad attitude with Corey. For lack of a better term, he has a really fucked up attitude, and no one says anything to him about it, but everyone has something to say to Queensley, and I don't understand why. But sometimes I think people just don't. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, especially people of color, I feel like we're so used to having low self-esteem that when we see someone that is showing like some semblance of self-esteem, that we take it as them being uppity or, oh, she thinks she's all that type of business right there. And I don't know. I feel like knowing now, like if I knew now, wait, if, let's say, if when I was younger, if I knew now then, when somebody would have said to me, you think you're all that, I probably would have said, yeah, I do, and you should too about yourself. What's your problem? But, you don't feel that way when you're younger. But I think I developed that more because of family. And I have to attribute that to I would say it's a tie between the Creole side and the Jamaican side, because both of them are people you can't tell that they're not sexy, especially Jamaicans. I mean, a Jamaican could have one leg shorter than the other, could be 500 pounds, have missing teeth, a lazy eye, bald-headed, and they will still look you right in your face and be like, I'm the sexiest thing you ever saw. And you just have to just deal with it. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. And this is why, if you are non-Caribbean and a 4-foot tall Caribbean guy comes up to you in the club and talks to you like it would be an event for you to be with him, as if he's the one that's amazing looking. That's just in their nature. I don't know if it's in the water or what, but we there's a part of us that at a certain age it just clicks and you can't tell us anything. We're gonna be who we're gonna be, and you can't tell us that we're not. And maybe that's why I'm reading Queensley differently, because the way I see her, she's kind of carrying herself the way in my eyes that's the way you're supposed to carry yourself. But I could be mistaken. Maybe people talk to me and think, oh, well, she thinks she's this and that. She has a bad attitude. So I don't know. Me and Queensley had the same bad attitude, I guess. Then Queensley voices that she is worried about Mia again, because she hadn't heard from her in a couple days. And then we cut to Neil being asked to style a shoot, and I don't know why, other than the reason that he's gay, and that's stereotypical, because there's nothing stylish about Neil at all. Not Nowhere on his person do I see, oh, that's a stylish person that I want to ask to style a shoot. Especially the zipper earrings, that I looked at those earrings, I thought, that's Claire's. You shouldn't be shopping at Claire's if you're a grown man or a grown woman. You got to at least step it up to Bella's. I don't know if you have, wherever you're watching this, you might have a Bella's or an equivalent, but in Central Florida we have a store called Bella's, and it's kind of like Claire's, but it's Claire's for adults. So it just has accessories, rings, purses, necklaces, all the type of stuff that Claire's would have, but it's more geared toward what a grown woman would wear, or in Neil's case, a grown man, whatever. But the zipper earrings have to go. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, the girl with the eyebrows that went to the photo shoot with him, she was making all this big deal about how the models look like hookers, and they're dressed this way and that way. They were modeling swimsuits, number one. And number two, it just sounded like big girl hating. And I know from experience, because I'm currently, in my opinion, I'm a big girl now, but I have been a lot smaller. Like, I remember freshman year of college being completely upset that I had to go from a size 3 to a size 5 because of that freshman 15. I remember being horrified that I actually had to buy a size 5 jeans. Now, man, if I could get back into a size 8, I think I'd be pretty happy. I think, yeah. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing if I got back into a size 8. I need to stop being lazy and work out. That's what I need to do. But anyways, they assigned Queensley to towel duty to try to knock her down a peg. And then Corey is still being a shit stirrer and he needs to be punched in his mouth. Then Corey makes up this fuckery about sweeping, and these instructors seem to believe anything that the students tell them. First they believed Jessica with the F Miss J story, and now they automatically believe Corey with the, oh, so-and-so said for her to sweep. And That's that's terrible. They're too gullible. And then we go back to Mia, and she is talking about her life and in the mirror, and I just keep noticing her contacts, and we didn't need a close up on them. And then I also wondered why the hell are her pupils so dilated? That's either a medical thing or a drug thing, because your pupils are not supposed. Especially the light was very bright in her eyes, and when you shine a bright light on someone, your pupils are supposed to contract, and then when you're in the dark, they're supposed to dilate and get bigger to allow more light in for you to see. She was in these bright ass lights, and her pupils were dilated. So I don't know what that was about. What else happens? Mia comes to school, and Queensley hugs her and says that she cares and she's happy that she's back. Miss J talks to Mia again. She wants her to stop escorting, but at the same time, she's not offering her any other alternatives for making money. You keep talking to her saying, oh, I don't want you to escort anymore. I don't want you to escort anymore. Well, how the hell is she supposed to pay for school and pay for her food and pay for whatever when, like she said, her ID says one thing, but her visual presentation says something else, and some people who are not enlightened will take exception to that and not hire her for those reasons. That's not to say that she should stop looking, because there are people out there that would hire her. She just has to keep looking, but it could also be the area that she's in. I can't speak for Houston because I don't live there, but I would think it might be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Traditional? Or I don't know. I'm going to use that. A little bit more traditional than a place like maybe New York or Miami or even Los Angeles. I know Houston is still, a big city, and it is considered a very metropolitan area, but I don't know whether the culture is also metropolitan. So that's where that is. That's it for that episode. I got to hurry up and do these other videos. So thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the other ones if you already watched those too. Bye.